What's going on, drivers, and welcome back to my channel. Listen, winter's right around the corner, so in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about 10 things that you need to be prepared or you need to know about driving in the winter. Let's get into it. Everybody knows that truck driving can be dangerous, but it can be especially dangerous in the wintertime. So we're going to go over 10 things that you need to be prepared for, that you need to know about before driving in the winter. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure your truck is prepared for the winter. Sounds like common sense, right? But making sure your truck is winter prepared is the number one thing you can do to keep from having an accident. You say, Sean, what do you mean by being prepared? I mean, make sure that when winter arrives that your heat's working, your defrost is working, does all your coolant go? Do you have any leaks? How are your tires? Listen, if you've got bad tires, it's never a good thing. But in the wintertime, it's especially not a good thing to be riding around in the winter with bad tires. So make sure you've got good equipment and make sure you're randomly checking that. I know you do a pre-trip. I know we do a pre-trip, but drivers, it's cold out there and sometimes we feel like we shouldn't do it. You especially need to do it in the wintertime. How's your brakes working? You don't want them locking up. You don't want to do that. It's not a good thing. All right, number 2 is going to be monitoring the weather. You want to make sure that you're staying informed about the weather at all times. Check your forecast. Know what the road conditions are regularly and be prepared for what's up ahead by monitoring the weather. By doing that, you can save yourself a whole lot of time by staying up to date on the weather. Number 3, and I'm going to try to run through these as quick as I can, but number 3 is going to be to slow down. Yes, drivers, you've heard me say it, drive smooth. You need to drive smooth in the wintertime, drivers. Don't be rushing. You got to go slower than what the speed limit is. You don't want to go too fast for conditions because you're going to spin out. Ice is out there on the road. A lot of hazards in the winter, so just go slow. That's the third thing. Just take it slow, okay? Number 4 thing is going to be maintain a safe following distance. I say that all the time, but I'm especially meant it in the wintertime. No Wolfpack gang here. Slow your truck down and watch for packs. You know what? Be careful of how far you are away from somebody. It takes a long time to stop a vehicle, especially a semi-truck, but it's even longer on ice and wet conditions. So make sure you're doing that, okay? Number 5 is going to be cautious of bridges and overpasses. Does anybody know? Let me know in the comments if you know right now why a bridge or overpass freezes quicker. You see the right sign that says bridges may freeze quicker than the road. Why is that? It's because there's nothing to insulate it under it. So when you go over those bridges and underpasses, they freeze. So chances are they're going to ice over quicker. You may be going down the road, no ice, no slippery, nothing, then you hit the bridge and whoop. Happens all the time. When you're going over that bridge, slow down. Don't hit the brakes. Don't have your cruise control on and just kind of coast across them when you're not sure. That's what I always did. All right, number 6 is going to be use extra caution when you're passing or being passed. That's when in the weather, when you're going around somebody, you might be a little slippery. Be careful. Make sure you're using your turn signals. When somebody's coming around you, make sure you're watching them because they can slide into you too. You got to use some defensive driving techniques out here, okay? Number 7 is you want to watch for black ice. Black ice is nearly impossible to see. I get it. It's an invisible layer. But watch other trucks. If other trucks are starting to slip and slide, pay attention because there might be some ice out there. Also pay attention to water mist. When there's slush coming up, the road's not frozen over. But when there's no mist and all of a sudden it dries up for some reason, there's no mist coming up, chances are that road is frozen. That's something you always want to remember, okay? Number 8 is keep an emergency kit. You want to make sure that you're ready, okay? Make sure you've got your phones charged. Make sure you've got food. Make sure you got water. You got stuff to eat. Make sure you keep your fuel tank at least a half a tank of diesel. I always kept a half a tank of diesel because you know what? I got stuck in Wyoming. I got stuck in some huge snowstorms before. And you know what? When you do, it's nice to have some chili back there. It's nice to have a blanket, nice to have heat. You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep my truck full, half full at all times because I don't want to run out of diesel. You don't have to sit 3 or 4 days. You want to make sure that thing's going good. So keep it full and make sure you got blankets. Make sure you got flashlights. Make sure you think. And listen, I'm not saying these things to scare you. I'm telling you things so that we can be prepared. God doesn't give us a spirit of fear, but a peace and sound mind. So we're going to be prepared. So thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you ain't done that yet, make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button, because I try to teach you things every day. I put out videos like this every day trying to teach you what the CDL school does not teach you. Okay, number 9 is going to be clear the snow and the ice from your vehicle. Okay, there's snow all over the windshield. Go ahead and try to get it all off. I ain't saying climb up on top of that trailer, because that's very dangerous too. That's a whole other subject we'll talk about. But there's going to be snow and ice build up on your lights, your marker lights, your headlights. Get out there and clean those out, so that way you can be very good and visible on the road, so people can see you. Make sure your mirrors are clean. Keep your Windex with you, so you keep all that sludge and that muck that comes off the road. You want to make sure you're doing that, okay, drivers? Number 10 is to stay informed and be flexible. Be prepared as a truck driver. You may be on your way home, and you may be supposed to be coming on Monday. It might be Thursday. Things are going to change, so keep your schedule flexible. Hey, listen, if you're looking for a good company to work for, you need to come over to Rosedale Transport. That's where I work at. Numbers at the bottom of the screen, 706-226-1003. Ask for Tina. Tell me boy Sean sent you. Listen, I came here right out of school. I worked here 3.5 years and I left. I went to Heartland. I went to a few other places, but I came back because it was the best company that I ever worked for. I've been here about 3 years. A couple weeks ago, I come off the road, and right now I'm working as the yard manager here, temporarily right this second, because I got some family issues going on. But I will help you. Come up here. We'll get you going. I'll make sure you help you get in a good truck. I'm a fleet administrator here, and I'll do what I can to help you out. So call me. My name is Sean, or ask for Tina. Tell me boy Sean sent you, all right? It's Trailer Life Sean, baby. Let's get it. Hopefully I'll see you soon.